Hey, it is Eric with low VA rates. I'm excited. You know why? There's snow on the mountains. I wish I could pan the camera out that way. It's a beautiful day here in Utah. We had a nice little Red Friday lunch in the break room today. Everybody's wearing red. We had a truck full of donations for the local homeless shelter up in Salt Lake City. Our corporate company Christmas party is on Monday, and we're giving raffle tickets for little door prizes and stuff. And to get raffle tickets, you had to bring in canned food or coats, shirts, you name it. We've got so much that we couldn't fit everything in the cab and or the back of our of an F-150 Ford pickup truck. So we've got to take numerous trips between here and Salt Lake City. Why do I share that with you? Just want you to know what kind of people we are here at Low VA Rates. Of course, we love our veterans and our military families, but we love everyone. And what a good time of the year. It's December's what? Right around the corner. Tomorrow, it's just, you know, that service-oriented feelings in the air, and it feels great. But anyhow, something else that's going to happen in December, let me get back on topic here. The Federal Reserve will be having its final meeting of the year in December. I think it's over the 15th and 16th. It's normally a two-day meeting. And on that second day of the meeting, the Fed chairman will announce whether or not he's going to raise interest rates. Now, we are not bettors here at Low VA Rates. What I mean by that is I was about to say if I was a betting person, we would never bet on the financial markets because they're way too uncertain. However, if we were going to bet, the reality is the Fed should be raising interest rates by another 0.25%. That will mean, if they do, that they will have raised 4 times in 2018, up 1 full percentage point cumulatively from where we started the year. So we've been talking about this throughout the year. Interest rates have been gradually increasing. Now, I'm going to invite you right now to ask questions. You can type them in or just raise your hand or whatever with a little icon there or emoji, and we'll get to you here shortly because I'm almost done. I want to answer your questions if you have any about interest rates and what you should be doing. But I'll tell you, interest rates are also likely to continue rising into 2019. Now, some economists think the Fed might slow down based on what Jerome Powell, that's our Federal Reserve Chairman's name, he mentioned this week, that he felt like interest rates, as far as the Fed were concerned, were approaching normalization, which indicates the Fed may slow down. Many economists were expecting 3 to 4 increases again next year, but time will tell. That said, what does it mean for you? That's what we're trying to get at right now. Interest rates are likely going to go up in a couple of weeks, mid-December. They're likely going to go up. Here's what happens immediately. Credit cards, your payments, your minimum monthly payments on your credit cards will all go up unless you're in some sort of introductory period on your credit cards where you're locked in. But credit cards are variable rates that change all the time. Okay? And once the Fed changes their rate, your credit card rates are going to go up. Other thing that gets affected, student loans, almost immediately. Unless you're on a fixed rate student loan, your student loan rates are going to go up. Okay? Mortgage rates. This is where it gets a little tricky. Mortgage rates don't normally react instantly like some of these other rates because there are other variables. The Fed does not control mortgage rates. They influence mortgage rates and they influence the rest of the economy. If I had to guess, however, if the Fed raises rates in December, mortgage rates will creep up. It just may take a few days or weeks and they'll bounce around a little bit. These things go up immediately. So if you've been thinking, I'm going to give you some good news here in a second also. Actually, I'll give you the good news right now and then tell you what to do if you're a mortgage person or if you're considering a refinance or a purchase. Here's the other good news. Your savings account, I don't know if my marker's working real good today. It's not really working. Look at that. Here's one. Your savings, the money you have in the bank. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Your savings account, the interest that the bank pays you goes up. That's always a good thing. So as our interest rates are increasing, the rates that we borrow money at, when we keep money in the bank, we start making more interest. So that's a good thing. Credit cards, student loans, and mortgage rates will be increasing. So here we are with some mortgage advice today. If you've been thinking about buying a home, if you've been considering refinancing your existing mortgage or doing a cash out equity loan to make home improvements or pay off credit cards, you need to act now, okay? Because every single time you wait in a market like this where our interest rates are trending upward, the longer you wait, the more likely it is that your mortgage rates are going to go higher. And as mortgage rates increase, guess what happens to home values? Okay? Home values will start to go down. I was watching a video from a really productive loan officer up in Seattle who I met a couple weeks ago at a training in Las Vegas, and he was indicating that home values in the Seattle area are dropping faster than anywhere else in the country right now. Now that's not a bad thing if you're looking to buy. If you, however, are trying to cash out your equity that you've earned over the last 2 or 3 years, it could be a bad thing if you don't get an appraisal done now and start pulling that equity out before it disappears. So that's what I've got today. Hopefully that didn't bore you or put you to sleep. This information is not always that sexy and interesting, but it's important to understand. The Federal Reserve impacts a lot. Any questions? We have no questions. I knew I put you guys to sleep. Make sure you're wearing red on Friday. This is the other red shirt that I introduced last week or 2 weeks ago before Thanksgiving. We've got new red swag, red sunglasses, red shirts. We'd love to send you some red swag. All you have to do is wear red on Friday, tag low VA rates on your social media picture, and put hashtag Red Friday. We'll see you next week.